We've stepped in a few of the high schools in the West Ada School District to see how their first year with district-wide cell phone bans is going. Students and staff say distractions are down and social interactions are up, which is why the school board wanted to pass the ban in the first place. Over in the Boise School District, they did not pass a ban, but some of the individual schools, like Captial High School, they created their own rules for cell phone use in the classroom. Aspen Schumpert stops by Capitol today to find out what changes they've seen so far and how they're happening.
We're just 10 weeks into the school year, and Captial High School students say they're already feeling a change in priorities.
You're not as disconnected. Like everyone from peer to peer to teacher, is just talking more, interacting more, and also just school seems to become more of a priority, which is really nice.
This year, a school-wide rule. Students and teachers are to put their phones away during class time.
Being seniors now, and kind of like watching how everyone else interacts, it kind of feels so full circle.
Many students were hesitant about the ban at first, but pleased with what they're seeing now.
It just changes hard, and I think it's easy to complain about something that gets taken away, but my grades are great. A lot of my friends say that they have seen changes in their grades.
First quarter grades are out, and the report shows A's and B's have risen, while C's, D's, and F's have gone down for the whole school.
I totally think it's because of phones.
My grades are the best they've been out of all of high school, compared to sophomore and junior year. I feel like I'm killing it, and I feel like not having my phone is a part of that, because I didn't necessarily think I was someone who was distracted by it, but you don't even realize you totally are. You're on it all the time, and it's just in the back of your mind. So it's nice to be completely disconnected and be really able to focus on school.
Nancy Stevens, who's been a teacher at Capitol for more than 30 years, says she's seeing an increase in her students' pre-calc scores.
I took the average on my first test last year and my first test this year and compared the two, and it was overwhelmingly better. And I was having a 77 class average is fine, that's decent. But then this year it was an 85, which that's awesome.
And you think the rise in grades has something to do with the cell phone policy?
Yeah. Well, certainly, obviously I'm looking at two different groups of kids, but I like to account for the things like I have no late homework, their homework is turned in, and that also contributes to higher grades. So I feel like it's all kind of connected.
She says in the last few years, classrooms were quiet, with students spending a lot more time on their devices.
Every student had one, every teacher had one. It just seemed like it was impossible to regulate. And so you kind of just accepted it.
But she says this year, the noise is back.
They're talking to each other, they're engaged in the lesson. Even when I'll teach my math lesson, maybe they have 15 minutes left to work on their homework assignment, they, instead of grabbing their phone and scrolling for 15 minutes, they get started. And in some cases, that's all they needed. They finished, they don't have homework.
I've seen the benefit, and I think a lot of people have, and I actually, I prefer it now. It's nice to be disconnected during the class.
The students you just saw gave this report to the school board. The students say they will continue to keep track on how the school grades are doing to see if there are any more improvements. The math teacher did say since teachers are also having to put their devices away, she misses some of that, taking pictures of fun lessons and documenting some of the things that are happening in the classroom, but overall is pleased with the positive changes that she's seeing and distractions being taken away.
I think that's fair too. If you're going to ask the students to put them away, the teachers need to put them away. I also appreciate, as a former student, that they're actually looking at the impacts of this and they don't just have a blanket rule and moving on. So that's interesting.
And we were kind of talking about that before of, is this doing what it was supposed to do? And so it's nice to see these impacts and see students also involved in seeing what these changes are with the cell phone bans.
Because if you talk to some students, they say this is the end of the world, but maybe the data says differently. Yeah. All right, thank you, Aspen. Appreciate that.